the best wizard in FAB history. Hello and welcome to the table, and today I'm back with another Flesh and Blood gameplay Decktech video. Today, talking about my flashy boy from the brand new flashy Omens of the Third Age, Oscilio, Scion of the Third Age. This guy, I never thought I would say this, but this guy is one of the most fun decks I've ever played. And he is a wizard. Now, if you don't know, I don't like wizards. I think they suck. They're annoying, they're mean, they're turds. But this deck is different. This 4 intellect, 19 life, lightning wizard hero says as an instant speed ability, you can pay 1, tap him, destroy a lightning flow you control, discard a card, and then create a ponder token. So good. Oh, also, if an instant is discarded this way, you can play it this turn. So, you basically have a guaranteed way to set up an arsenal and set up Starfall, which is very good for this deck, and also still be able to play that card. So, very, very good. You basically get to be like, oh, well, this card needs Starfall to go, and I need an instant in the graveyard to be able to get it to work. Well, you can discard an instant, be able to play that instant, get a ponder token to set up for the end of your turn, and just do a ton of really fun things. But so, the equipment kind of helps out with this a lot. Volzar, super good. Just a basically, in theory, way to every turn be able to amp 1. As an instant, you can tap amp 1 with Volzar, only if an instant's been put into your graveyard this turn, which there's enough to where hopefully you'll be able to do it every turn. Not always, but hopefully. And that's the goal. And as an extra way to help you deal more arcane damage on those closing turns, on those finishing turns, we have Constella Waves, which as an instant you can tap it, tap your hero, as an instant you can tap your hero, destroy this, and amp 1. So you can't use Oscilio's ability, but between Constella Waves and Volzar, if an instant's in the yard, you get to amp 2, which can be very valuable. Because you play something like Comet Storm, let's say, for 5 arcane damage, well, all of a sudden, it's 7 arcane damage. So unless the opponent has more than AB3 or some kind of way to prevent extra arcane damage, 4 arcane damage is coming through. And that is 20% of your opponent's life. And near the end of the game, that generally is going to say goodbye to the opponent. You also have Mage Master Boots to help you go wide. As an action, you can pay 1, destroy it, give your next non-attack go again, which is nice because there's basically nothing as far as non-attacks go in this deck that has go again. Blade Background Helm just to help you defend a little bit, and Garland of Sprain in case you need the extra resource. Pretty simple. But then in the main deck, you kind of just have a lot of really good cards. I don't really know exactly how to split up this deck. I would kind of split it up as ways to generate lightning flow, ways to go wide, quote-unquote, and then just big kind of turn setup cards. Like, cards that just help you do a lot of damage. But so, as far as lightning flow generation goes, you have a couple of different cards. First off, you have Enion Surge, which is a 0 cost, deals 3 arcane damage. If it deals damage, you can tap your hero to make a lightning flow. Amazing. So amazing that we have the blues of it. You also have Lightning Overload, which deals 4 arcane damage for 1 resource. And if an instant's been put into your yard this turn, you create a lightning flow. So good, we have a blue of it. Really, really solid card. As far as other ways to make lightning flow go, it's basically just blue cards. You have Nebula Duality, which you can discard for 1 to deal an arcane and create a lightning flow. You have Sigil Astral Flow, which is an instant that you can play, and then on your turn, at the start of your turn, it'll destroy itself and make a lightning flow. But thanks to that, you have an instant go into the graveyard and a lightning flow, so you can just do a lot there. Thanks to that, you have Starlight Road, which makes a lightning flow, basically, and it's an instant. Neither of those last two cards block, which kind of sucks, but there's zero cost ways to both set up an instant to go into the yard and make a lightning flow, which are very valuable. And then the most valuable of these, as far as instants go that also make lightning flow, is Constella Flowside, which is a zero cost instant that makes a lightning flow, and if an instant is put into your yard, you deal an arcane damage to the hero, which is just very good. The card is very innocuous, but it does work. It does some pretty freaking solid work. Then, as far as ways to go wide goes, you have Ether Sling, which is just a good one cost, deal 4 arcane, and if it deals damage, you can tap your hero, and it gets go again. It's very good, because most decks have AB3, and I don't know of any deck that runs AB4, because it's just very inefficient. But basically, this is going to always, for the most part, deal 1 arcane damage to the opponent, and then allow you to come in again with another card. Strip more cards out of the opponent's hand, or deal damage to them, which is great. As far as other ways to go wide go, you have some really good cards in Strike Twice and Snapback. Snapback being a 1 cost, deal 3 arcane damage to the hero. But if you play another Wizard non-attack this turn, you can play it as though it were an instant, which is just insane. This card is nuts. You also have Strike Twice, a more new card that if you've dealt arcane damage to the opposing hero, you can play as though it were an instant. Otherwise, it's the same card as Snapback. So slightly worse in my opinion. Snapback can sometimes be worse if you just play a bunch of instants, but still. And speaking of instants, you have Flashbolt, which it itself is not necessarily go again, but it is an instant. 2 cost instant that deals 3 arcane damage. So it's just a very good card to kind of help you, oh, I'm dealing some arcane damage, or getting a blue out of the opponent's hand, and having an instant go into the yard. That then allows cards like Comet Collision, which, if an instant spend points to the yard, deal 4 arcane damage, otherwise deal 3. Get turned on. Or Meteoric Impact, which is the same card, except it costs 1 for 3 arcane damage, or, if an instant's been in the yard and Starfall goes off, 5 arcane damage. Super powerful, super good, all that kind of jazz. But then, for big turns, we have Arc Ramp, which basically, hey, Amp 3, you can destroy Lightning Flow to give this go again. Super good, super powerful. It's actually a really powerful card, in my opinion. You also have Turn to Mindfire, which is a 2 cost, deal 5 arcane damage, and if damage is dealt this way, you can tap your hero to make a Ponder token, which is just really good if you don't have the ability to, you know, use Oscilio's ability. You still get that Ponder token, and you're coming in for 8 arcane damage, which is a giant number. You also have Comet Storm, which is a 2 cost instant that, or action that generally just, you play the action for 5 arcane damage. You can play both parts of it, whereas the shock part of it deals 1 arcane damage to any target. Not as good, mostly just a niche card that you can just play off of Oscilio. The whole discard an instant thing, you can use Oscilio to discard Comet Storm shock, and then still play it, but just the Comet Storm half if you want, which I think is very powerful. So yeah. The rest of the deck is basically just blues. You got Arcane Twinning, which can sometimes help you amp, otherwise it's a blue block 3. And then that's the only other blue outside of blue Meteoric Impact. But then lastly, one of the best cards in the entire deck, Cosmic Flare. This card is nuts. I love this card. It's an instant, which, hey, instant in the yard equal good. And it's effectively a blue. It's a blue that goes into the graveyard so that, you know, the instant part of it allows you to get goody whatever. So it's really good. It's a way to help you get the resources you need to play your stuff while also turning on Starfall, which is just really solid and really powerful. But then getting into the sideboard, we have AB3 because, of course, that's just standard. You also have Save the Thought and Tap Lessons Past. Now, these cards might seem a little bit weird, but technically, if you are playing against a deck where the game's going to go really long, aka against a Guardian, or a deck that just has a ton of blues, and it's just going to be a very long, very grindy game, these two cards are a must, because Save the Thought, for 2 resources, says, hey, shuffle 3 non-attack action cards from your yard into your deck. Make a Ponder token, 2-cost wizard instant. Cool, solid. It's an instant, so it does some stuff. It makes Ponder tokens, which are cool. It shuffles non-attack actions into your deck, which is fine, I guess, until you see Tap Lessons Past. 1 cost. Lightning Wizard action. Deal 4 arcane damage to any target. If it deals damage, you may tap your hero to put an instant card from your yard on the bottom of your deck. Like Save the Thought. So you can use these 2 cards together. Save the Thought, shuffling Tap Lessons Past back into your deck, along with 2 other very powerful non-attack action cards that can be very useful, very good, such as Arc Ramp and, I don't know, a 0 cost that deals arcane damage. Or, if you have enough blues left, something like Turn to Mindfire to more so guarantee that you can kill the opponent, or something along the lines of that. Very good. Or Snapback, which can be very good in tandem with Arc Ramp, because you can play the Arc Ramp, use Blossom of Spring to get a resource, and then Snapback for 6 arcane damage, which is just very solid, very powerful. And then Tap Lessons Past, you deal damage with, whatever, and then boom, Save the Thought goes back into your deck, and you can just cycle back and forth and just kind of go for as long as you need to, which is very good, in my opinion, when you need it. Otherwise, it's just kind of useless. But then you got Oasis Respite and Cloud Cover to just help you prevent more damage, Cloud Cover to prevent the next 3 damage that will be dealt to you, and it's a lightning instant. And an Oasis Respite being a 1 cost that prevents the next 4. Yeah, if you have less life than each other hero, you gain 1. This might be able to be replaced with Arcane Polarity, potentially. I don't know for sure yet if Arcane Polarity is better or worse than Oasis Respite. The deck can be very bad on defense at times, so I think Oasis Respite is worth it in that sense, but it is, as far as resources go, very inefficient in a lot of ways, unless you have cards such as Flashbolt to help you, play things at instant speed on your opponent's turn. If you don't have that, then Oasis Respite just isn't an insanely good card, which kind of sucks. But hey, what are you going to do? I think, leave a comment down below if you think Oasis Respite or Arcane Polarity is better or worse in the deck. I personally think Oasis Respite, while being less efficient, is slightly better. But with all that aside, let's get right into some games and see why Oscilio, being the most fair wizard of all time in my opinion, is the best wizard of all time. Going up against Bravo. Who wants to go first? So I'll go first. And the question is, what to do? Probably want to put in, not Cloud Cover, but Oasis Respite, maybe? I don't know. How defensive do I want to be against this deck? They have so many blues, I'm probably gonna always be at less life, and this Oasis Respite just seems like a decent-ish card. Feel like Comet Storm Shock just kind of takes a little bit too much effort to put in, but at the same time, I just don't know. Oh, man. What just isn't very good against this deck? Big Arcane instead of a lot of go wide. So actually, I think I'll cut Ether Sling. I don't necessarily want to go super wide against this deck. I want to defend a little bit and then shoot a big bolt of Arcane. Maybe that's incorrect. I don't know. I'm just going to try it out. This is not a great start. Crap. Actually, wait a minute. This is an instant. Never mind. But, dang it. Shoot. I'm gonna do this to create a lightning flow. So I'll do this. Ability. Pitch. Flash bolts? No. Arc ramp. Gonna pitch arc ramp to deal 1 arcane to the opponent. Hopefully they don't pitch. Dang it. In that case, I'm just gonna end off the turn there. Put Oasis in the arsenal. You're kidding me, right? This is the hand that I get dealt? Not a single blue? Alright, from their hand on the bottom. And it's just 7. At least there's that. Jesus. Onion Surge. Snapback. Okay. I'll block here. Pass. And an Oasis Respite. Pitch Flash Bolts. To prevent the next 4 and gain a life. Because I do have less life. That. So, in theory, I take no damage. And I gain a life, which is always nice. Now, I will continue to click pass about 1,000 times. And Onion Surge to get rid of a blue from their hand. So, hey, at least I'm getting a card out of hand. Even though generally that doesn't matter a ton. But whatever. It's okay. Okay. I'm like 1 whole blue. No, I got 2. No instance. Well, I do... What could I do with this hand? I could do some stuff. I could do some stuff. What is this coming in for? 5? If this deals 4 more. My god, that sucks so much. If it was anything else, if it was literally anything else, that would be fine. Okay. Block with strike twice, I guess. Not that I want to, but I will. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. I wanted to be able to use that whole hand. Now, granted, I would have needed to use Garland of Sprain, which I probably want to hold on to anyways, so probably the correct play to just block with strike twice anyways, but I just love that card. I generally am not a fan of wizard decks, but man, this deck is fun to play for whatever reason. I know the reason. It's just a very good, fun deck. I think it's probably one of the more fair wizards, which I think is kind of funny. Alright, discard that. Play Starlight Road. Yep. To create a lightning flow. So we got that back. And then use Volzar to actually... I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play Meteoric Impact for 5 arcane damage. Woo! A big old 5. Hey, and they take 2. Let's go. We love the big arcane. Then we Volzar. Whoop-de-doo. And then snap back for 4 more arcane damage. Let's go. Alright, they take 1. I hate this card. This card is so annoying because my opponents always draw every copy of it, which is great. Sure, pass. 7, deals 4 more. All cards in arsenal is on bottom. That's great. Also, all blues. That's awesome. I mean, I'm not gonna really do much on my next turn, honestly. So, I'm kind of fine blocking. But at the same time, okay, what do I want to do here? No, I'll just save and block more damage. I think that's the smart play, realistically. If an instant has been put into your graveyard this turn, create a lightning flow token. Yeah, I think what I do is I just block for 6 and take 1, because I don't really have much better to do on my next turn, unfortunately. This is probably maybe a game where I want to side in the cards to help against fatigue matchups, because this game probably gonna go for a little while. Just a little while. I'm so sad that they gained 4 life. It's so frustrating. Eventually, they'll pass on defense. So I think next turn, all I do is I just pitch to use Oscilio. Alright, I take 1. Pitch to use Oscilio. Discard Sigil. Amp. And then Lightning Overload for 5 Arcane. And deal 2 Arcane to them. In theory, you know, I'll be able to deal 2 Arcane to them. And they won't gain 4 more life with Arcane Polarity. Holy crap, what is the opponent doing? Are you there, opponent? Thank you. Okay, so not a giant fan of the position that I'm in. To a point, I like it to a certain extent. Gonna use Oscilio, pitch. Eventually, come on, opponent. Why is the opponent taking so long? Then play Sigil of Astral Flow at instant speed. Eventually. But yeah, then after that, Amp with Volzar, play Lightning Overload for 5 Arcane, and then make a Lightning Flow. And next turn, Sigil of Astral Flow will make another Lightning Flow, and will be an instant that goes into the graveyard, which will be helpful for many, many other cards in the deck that care about instants going in the graveyard, because Starfall. But anywho, 5 Arcane opponent. What? Oh my god, what did I just say? I don't want stupid freaking Arcane Polarity. Hey, they don't have an arsenal. I'll take that. And we get the triple blue special, which is awesome. Love to see that. What to do? 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. So, I think I have a plan. I think I like this plan for next turn. I think I have a plan. So this will go into the graveyard. Because of that, an instant has been pointed to the graveyard. Volzar, Meteor Storm will be able to activate. I'll amp, play this, pitching both blues, and no, I'm not going to use the Mage Master Boots. Should I? Oh no, I don't need to, because then I could play this at instant speed. So that's fine. I might want to Arsenal the Strike Twice anyways, but at the same time, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. It depends on what the opponent does. I might do the thing of the stuff. I might Arsenal this. I might play it. It just depends. Granted, it is just a blue going out of the opponent's hand, but I just want to strip cards from that Bravo's hand and maintain as much tempo as possible. So Comet Storm, both sides, pitch both. It counts both. Never mind. I thought it was one instance. Crap. Either way, it's okay. This is... I thought I applied... What? I thought the amp applied to both sides of the card. They took 5? Okay, one, I'm confused. I thought amp, the way that amp worked, it applied to both sides of it because it counted it as one. I guess it's 2 cards, kind of, resolving separately, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Comet Storm, both sides, pitch. I guess it's fine. So, it's 7 arcane damage. So, whatever. Strip cards from the opponent's hand, that's what matters. Do I strike twice? I don't think I need to. Not right now. I think it's better to just Arsenal. But the opponent has so many ways to interact with the Arsenal. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Alright, we got the Cosmic Flare. That's making 2 Seismic Surges. Okay, that's for next turn. They're ending the turn? Excuse me? I'm a little confused here as to what's going on. Okay. 3. Okay. I think I have enough resources to do everything I want this turn, which is pitch to discard, then be able to play this. I'll have 4 resources. 2 for that, and 1 to give it go again. Then 1 more for strike twice since I'll have 1 resource left, and also Comet Collision. I think this is gonna be a giant turn. So let's go. Oscilio. Pitch. Pass. Discard Cosmic Flare. Off to a great start. Then, play the Cosmic Flare to get a bunch of resources. Use Mage Master Boots. Give my next non-attack action go again. Now, I'm not going to be able to tap my hero to create a Ponder token. I don't care. I just want to guarantee that I deal arcane damage. So I guess I don't want to amp. No, I do want to amp. Then I will turn to Mindfire for a butt-ton of arcane damage. 6 arcane damage, which the opponent just takes. Okay. And then I will Comet Collision for 4 arcane damage, which the opponent also takes. And then strike twice. 3 arcane damage. What do you do, opponent? You take 3. What? What is the opponent doing? What? I'm just trying to figure out what they're doing here. Okay. That's fine, honestly. I don't have any attacks in the deck, basically. So 2, 4, 5 resources, which I think I also have enough for, honestly. I think I do. I think I have enough resources. 2, 4, 5. Use both of these basically as blues. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I kind of want to just take all of it. See, this screams, though, that it's a pummel. So I go to 2. Am I fine with that? Not necessarily. But I could go for game next turn. So I'll block for 1 and see what the opponent can do. Yep, play the pummel. 14. I take 13. I do have to discard a card, which is incredibly annoying. But it's okay. So now the question is, which of these do I want to do? Probably the Flashbolt, because it's the least efficient card. 2, 4, 5. I wish I could get one more resource, because then I would discard like a blue, like the Starlight Road, but I can't. So I'll have to discard the Flashbolt. Which is unfortunate, because I feel like if I didn't have to, if they didn't have Pummel there, then I could much more easily threaten lethal. I don't know. Okay. So, to start things off, we're going to play... Yeah. Play Cosmic Flare. Gain 3 resources. Play Turn to Mindfire. Use Volzar first. Then Turn to Mindfire for 6 arcane damage. Which, yep, they take 3. I will tap to make a Ponder. And then I will snap back. For 3 arcane damage. Which the opponent's gonna have to give me another blue for. Yep, perfect. Then, I'll play Starlight Road. Even though it doesn't matter too much. Make another Lightning Flow. And then, pass the turn. Unfortunately, the opponent might be able to give their thing Dominate and then go for game. Which they cannot do. Let's go. 8, though, is kind of scary. Okay. So I can block for 3, I can block for 6. I don't have an instant going into the graveyard, which really sucks. Shoot, what do I do then? Can I get this to 6 arcane damage? I think I can. So I'll block 6. Go to 1. Go to 1 life. Okay. Pass. Uh-huh. No, actually. Nope. Undo. Sigil. I have to play that now. Sorry. I meant to play that now because I have to go into the graveyard now on my turn so that this can amp it. Can amp. Whatever. Okay. So. Now. Constella Waves. To amp. Volzar. To amp. Lightning Overload for 6 arcane. Do I... Yes! Yes! Whoo! Hoo, hoo, hoo. That was a very close game. I threatened 53 damage. 53. The opponent blocked 22. That is insane to me. And they also prevented 4. But yeah. Well, I've threatened 53 damage, 28, so actually they prevented more than... Whatever. They... Holy crap. That is a hard matchup for Oscilio, but I did it. And let's get into one more game to showcase Bolton, or not Bolton, Oscilio, and all of the crazy cool fun stuff that he can do. Wizard Mirror Match. Okay, they're going first. Well, I know for a fact I'm putting in those. And I'm putting in these. Taking out. Flashbolt takes too many resources. So does Comet Storm in ways. I think I take that out too and put in these. I think I just go all in on that. I think this is good. Yeah, I like this. Let's try this. I think this is solid. And hey, they're going first, so Oasis Respite. And figures, it's in the opening hand when I don't have less life. That is so stupid. 6 arcane. Cool. Pitch, Oasis, and Onion Surge. No. Why is it? Why did it not let me react with Oasis Respite? Okay, whatever. I guess I'm pitching all of these, aren't I? That card. Boom and boom. So I took no damage. Whoop-de-doo. Opponent? I meant to do that. I meant to Oasis Respite. And then prevent 2. Okay. They're just doing that now. Holy crap. No. I can't pitch anything because I drew 4 reds. To say that I'm not happy about how that first turn went would be the understatement of the century. Okay. Also, why is that there? Why wouldn't they just... Well, I guess Arcane Barrier 3 is already there. Lightning Overload. Pitching a blue. Coming in for 4. Arcane damage. Come on, opponent. You can do it. You can let... Alright. Then... Play strike twice. Come in for 3 arcane damage. Gonna pitch another blue. Let's go. And then I'm gonna just Arsenal and pass. I think that's the smart play. Set up Snapback for a future turn to do more crazy things. And I am not a fan of this. I don't have lightning flows, so Arc Ramp doesn't do anything. But, no. No, this is a wizard non-attack action. Never mind. So that does kind of work. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. I think... What is this? 4 arcane damage? It'll be very annoying if it's 4. It is 4. Darn. Pitch. No. Gosh dang it. Why won't it let me play Cloud Cover? I'll play Cloud Cover first. Whatever. And then I will pitch. Holy crap. Okay, we're just gonna Garland of Spring right now. We're just gonna do that now. Then we're gonna play Arc Ramp to amp 3. Then we're gonna play Snapback for 6 arcane damage. Three reds. Let's go. The opponent also got screwed at 1 point. Alright, I'm happy about that. I'm not the only one that suffered at some point because of no blues. No blue special, or whatever you want to call it. Not a lot to do with this hand, though, which is unfortunate. And still no Arcane Barrier. Or what? Still no Lightning Flow outside of this Sigil, which I am going to play. Sigil of Astral Flow. Do that whole thing. Cosmic Flare? Dang it. Alright, we'll play Cosmic Flare. Coming in and doing stuff. Then we will Volzar. To make it more likely that this deals arcane damage. I don't know. The next card is... Dang it. Okay, that's not great. Cindering Foresight. That card is so beyond broken for this deck. It's insane. You opt 3. You get... And there's another one. They have 6 on there. And they're going to have that stupid 4... Oh, no, that's not the one I thought it was. But this one is also very annoying. Oh. You've got to be kidding me. What is this? 6? Jesus. Okay. Pitch 3, I guess. Pass. Dealing 5 arcane damage. They take 2. I don't want to go again. I don't see a point. And, pass. Ugh. Okay. 3 blues again is not great, considering I have effectively a blue in the arsenal. And now I don't have an instant to discard. Whatever, it's okay, it's okay. It's fine. I'm not mad, you are. Okay. So, 1, 2... I don't have a way to give a non-attack go again. Never mind. Gosh dang it. This sucks so much. Discard Arcane Twinning for the ability. Use Volzar. So 2 amp. Double ampingness. Eventually. Then Cosmic Flare. Pitching probably... Yeah, Meteoric Impact. Pitch. What? What? That wasn't weird at all. Pitch that. Come in for 7 arcane damage. They take 4. Let's go. And then... I don't know. I will pass. because I can't do anything else. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh, I hate you so much. Hey, at least they're ending the turn. I got 2 more blues off the top. Oh my god, give me something to use, please, for the love of everything. Whatever. Trying to think of any way to make a good use out of this hand, and I just don't see it. Nebula Duality for the ability. Pitch. Anion Surge. So 1 whole arcane damage. Opponent probably, yeah, will pitch. These, why wouldn't they? And then turn to Mind Fire for 5 arcane damage. Boy, what a freaking low roll. No, I don't want to make a Ponder token. There's no point. Man, what is going on with the deck right now? If I draw 2 more blues. Alright, well, I basically did. What is this? Conflicting Thoughts? Sure. Block for 3. Take 1. I get it. Alright. Cosmic Flare. Get 3 resources, thank God. Oscilio. Choose an instant to discard. We're gonna discard Constella Flowside. No. Discard Constella Flowside. There we go. Then, what we're gonna do is play the Constella Flowside. Finally. Freaking doing something. And then, Volzar to amp. I get to use Volzar, it's a miracle. And then Comet Collision. For a bunch of Arcane and Cindering Foresight. Gosh dang it. We're doing this again. We're doing this again. That's not annoying at all. It's not annoying at all. Do. Blaze, gotta do the thing, know the stuff. Oh, that's fine. If it's just that they're playing, then that's fine. Uh-huh. That seems really... Okay, Arcane Twinning, sure. Wait, 5? Oh, that's annoying. Sure, I take 2. And now I'm coming in for 5. And they take a whole 1 damage. Okay. Meteoric Impact. Arc Ramp. Okay. This hand has some stuff going on for it. For once. Wish it was a little bit earlier when all this happened, but it's okay. Oscilio. Pitch. Unfortunately, have to discard a blue. And then Arc Ramp to destroy a Lightning Flow. Volzar to amp again. And then Starlight to make a lightning flow. And then Meteoric Impact for a ton of arcane damage. 1 plus 3 and 5. This is 8 arcane damage. 9 arcane damage. Whoo! Whew. Wow. That is beautiful. And they're doing the thing again. No? Yes? No? What are they doing? No. No. Please don't kill me here. Okay. I take 4. Okay. End the turn. I gotta be really smart with how I do this. So this is 5. All I need to do is amp 1. I don't know what that noise was. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play... No, wait a minute. 5. This is fine as is, isn't it? I don't know. Constellar Waves. And then turn, pitch, 6 arcane damage. Wow, what a close game. Alright, we beat the stupid frickin' wizard Blaze. Let's go. And Oscilio, man, he did some work. I absolutely love this guy. I'm not a wizard guy. I generally am not a very big fan of wizards. I think they're kind of stupid. Pretty unfair in a lot of ways. And I think for the first time ever, I actually enjoyed playing a wizard. And it was Oscilio, mostly because of the space theme. But also, I just think he is actually one of the more fun and kind of fair wizards to play against. Because there isn't as much, I'm going to do this on your turn in response to this kind of thing. Like with Blaze, I think that's the annoying part of wizards. But Oscilio doesn't really do that. He just kind of offers things straight up as, this is how much arcane damage I'm coming in for. I'm going to be doing this thing. There is instant speed shenanigans, but not a crazy amount. And I think that's kind of cool. But anyways, with all that aside, hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It's completely free, no regrets. Check out my other Omens of the Third Age videos right here. And check out my other Flesh and Blood Sage videos right here. And I will see you all in the next video. Enjoy.